2005 Jayco Designer Model 31 RLS just arrived here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. A lot of good stuff about this one, a lot of good things to say. Starting down here in the big pass-through basement, you see you have tons of storage space for all of your outdoor stuff. Looks like the previous owners, you see these little wooden racks up here. I'm willing to bet that might be something, say like a fishing pole rack, something of that nature. You see this metal thing here. This is a fifth wheel tripod for extra stability while you're parked. That's one of those things that's one of those love it or hate it kind of things. People either swear by them or they say, man, that was a silly waste of money. I've never used one personally, so I don't know, but I think it's one of those things that could definitely not hurt. If I were, parking more of on a full-time basis, I'd say they'd probably be a pretty slick option. What I like about this model in particular, both slides are on the off-door side that you see right here. This means that it's perfect to bump right up next to a deck. It's also a perfect little couples floor plan. You have all the space you would need, for an extended trip or a seasonal trip, maybe your snowbirds or something like that. And you see that both slide outs also have the awning toppers, keeping your investment protected down the line. Big windows in this one. Windows, people don't realize how much of the percentage of your parts cost value are wrapped up in those windows. They are one of the more expensive parts you will find in a rig like this. And Jayco's always been willing to put a little bit bigger windows in than a lot of other manufacturers I've seen. A couple things I really miss that I get to see here is this awesome honey oak look, and I don't know. I like a warm, light colored wood, but that's me personally. The dark wood trend is all the rage right now, and hey, I guess, that's what people are looking for. One thing I did here is I hooked up a battery box so that I could bring the slide out in just a little bit for you. And what I wanted to show you, if you look up here, you can see how well that slide ceiling, this material has been maintained. It's in great shape. Big part of that is the fact that the awning covers are keeping that slide out top protected. And the other part is that the people cleaned off their slide out roofs before they brought the slides in. That protects slides, seals, it protects everything. It's so good for your trailer to do that, and very few people generally will do that. Common rear living room setup, this being a designer simply with a lot of upgrades. We have a floor flush slide so you won't stub your toe. Freestanding hardwood dining table, so if you have some friends over, everyone can get in and out, especially if you're a little bit bigger person like me. Day and night shades, these are two-section shades throughout the entire coach. Your sofa here is a full hide bed, so that can pull out into a sleeper. Your twin rear chairs back here are really the only thing that shows any level of use in this RV. And naturally that makes sense because it is the primary sitting space in the coach. And, those chairs have plenty of wear and tear left on them, but it'd be nothing to replace them. The cool thing in here in the living room is there's your air conditioner in the back. It is centralized. Here we have our ceiling fan with light. So that will help keep a breeze rolling around in here, keep air circulating. And then right above the kitchen, we have a power ceiling vent fan. So if you're cooking, or if you just want to open the windows and get some massive cross ventilation, you can do that. And here's a cool thing. This rear window slides. This is a 50% sliding opening window. It's huge. You just don't see that anymore. Designer features upgraded countertops. They are solid surface. Really, the countertops in this and the stove setup is a lot like you'd see in something like a motorhome. Everything's, flush, counter flush. This is actually all one molded piece. There's no seams that can leak or fail on you. And the stovetop here is countertop flush, so you can use that like extra space. You see, with the Jayco, you're going to get really big drawers through the whole thing. And it is sectionalized. They are built out of plywood. It's a fantastic setup just to give you a lot of more storage space, and quality craftsmanship means longevity. The folks had put in a flat screen in here just to kind of update it a little bit. Nice HD TV. And the refrigerator, I think, is a 10 cubic foot model by looking at this. It's a big fridge with a big pantry next to it. Take a look at this. This is actually one of my favorite things that I stumbled onto in here, is that it's sort of like a drawer inside a cabinet. Kind of different, kind of neat. Another thing I always enjoy pointing out whenever I see it, this is a triple step instead of just a double step, so it's smaller, easier steps to head upstairs. By the way, your power ceiling vent fan, it does have the controller right here, so you don't have to, you know, be Godzilla and be 10 feet tall to reach up there. Big king bed and the full bed slide out. Now what's cool is they built this slide with the idea of putting a king bed in it. So unlike a lot of models where you can have a queen bed and then upgrade to a king, the problem with that is it doesn't leave you a lot of room to walk around the bed. Since they planned on this being built with a king, they were able to accommodate for that and leave extra walking room around the bed here so you don't have to do the travel trailer shuffle to get around it. Other fun little things I stumbled onto, previous owners had left dryer sheets in here. That is a way to kind of prevent critters from getting into the trailer, and it doesn't leave your trailer smelling like mothballs when you're done. It's a very nice thing to see, actually. Big standing shower with a, let me open that up actually just to show you. With lots of space in here. You could kind of use that as a seating area or just a general shelf. When they winterized, the folks had taken the head off of the line. That's actually not a bad idea for longevity purposes on your plumbing system. And a little bit larger stool in a designer with plenty of room in your bathroom space here. And by that I mean I'm 6'3", and I can extend my legs pretty comfortably. I've ridden in cars that didn't have this much room for a passenger. So not all bad up here. This is going to have some extra insulation levels as compared to most things in its class, so it is something that will be good for long-term use. You know, extra insulation is good in both the heat and the cold, so this is a great setup for someone looking for a well-built trailer that's not going to be top dollar. Give us a call, 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Happy camping.